Hello, dorks. Good afternoon. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How's it going? The cat just went up there. I didn't even have to bug her about it. She just kind of did it. Isn't that neat? Happy Thursday. It's time for Dwarf Fortress. It's time for Unchatter. It's time for us being here and hanging out and playing a video game and everything being cool and chill, right? Everything's cool and chill. I have a new chair. Hooray. Hopefully it is okay. Chairs are, I don't know if I'm the only one who's picky about chairs. And it's not even me being picky, my body is picky about chairs. In a way that, like, I have to be in it for a week before I even decide if I like it. You know what I mean? Am I the only one who's that way? I don't know. I had to go to like a place that had them set up. It was like a Staples, right? Like an office store that actually had a bunch of models set up so that I could sit in them and like play with the armrests and see how high up they went and all that junk. Because just buying stuff online, you never know. You literally never know. And returning something that big is just such a pain. So I literally picked the chair with like the armrest that went the highest, because that's like somehow the most important thing for me. And got this chair, and I think it's okay. I think it's okay. You can see that I'm a little bit higher up, so I think my camera can actually include the whole mask now. Again, hooray. So that's cool. The only gripe that I have with it so far is that like the back, like the angle has little spots where it clicks in. And I want it to be between two of the notches. Like, it only has 3 settings. It has perfectly upright, like where it is now, and then it has back quite a bit, and then it has like back a lot. And I want back just a little bit, but that's not, it won't stay there. It doesn't click into anything. So that's neat. Ordering untested online is not for me either. Yeah. Like, I tolerate it for a lot of things, but something like a chair, I don't know. It's just too particular. It's just too individual, right? And like finding a place where you can actually sit in something and try it is so unusual these days. It's just load it up on Amazon, right? Gotta have a chair that you can forget you're sitting in. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever had one of those. Have the opposite, which is I just got any chair but have strapped various cushions and extra armrests to make it usable. Yeah. And that's what I was doing last. Like I had little foam pads on the arms. But I was tired of it, and it was starting to fall apart. That chair has been around for a little while. Took a trip across the city to try out as many office chairs as I could from IKEA. Have very few options for office chairs locally. Yeah, like just options for buying things in person in general, right? It's just kind of slowly going away, which is really cool. So cool, so cool. Amazon has killed in person. Yeah. I mean, it feel like yelling at clouds about it, but like it kind of has, right? It kind of has. Wilco, Homebase, etc. I think I've heard of those. I don't know. Anyway, we are here to play Dwarf Fortress. That's what we're gonna do. We just started a new fortress last stream, so this is stream number 2 in a new fortress. We are still getting our feet underneath us, right? We embarked onto a joyous glacier, a savage, good aligned glacier on a beach is where we're at, down in the very far corner of our world. And I'm starting to get kind of ideas of the weird things I want to do here. It's gonna take some testing though. I think I want to test. We're gonna find some magma. That's the short of it. We're gonna dig down to magma. I don't know how quickly that's gonna be, but my goal is magma and schemes. We're gonna see how it goes. Today's episode is brought to you by a beach, frozen or otherwise, and by viewers like you, clicking on all those buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, all that good stuff. That is the beach I am relaxing on these days, and I'm glad for you to join me. And thank you for the resub, 11 months. Wow. Thank you. Love a beach. I love a good beach. And And of course, our game here is so bright, it's just gonna make me look like a ghost every time I'm looking at the surface. But that's just what you get. Drinking frozen iced tea on our beach vacation. Yes. Oh man, we have so many cold drinks here. Magma does not seem conducive to an ice base. You would say that, right? I was doing some reading on the wiki. So yes, magma and ice generally do not mix. But there is a quirk about ice that like this, right? Like this, if I just put some magma on the ice here, it would melt. It would. But if you mine an ice wall and get an ice boulder and then construct an ice wall out of the ice boulder, the constructed wall cannot melt because constructions are basically indestructible. Because that's just how the game works. The game is not doing temperature calculations on constructed walls. Apparently it is doing that on like workshops. If you try to build like a workshop out of an ice boulder, that can melt. So that's kind of hilarious. But if we just constructed a structure out of ice boulders, you could then put magma in it and do stuff in it, and it'll work. Yeah, until the siege update, right? I'm really curious if this might be the last time you can do this. We'll see if that changes. Didn't know that natural ice walls could possibly melt. The natural ones can. According to the wiki, this is not a thing that I have dealt with on my own. But it's like how like a river can freeze, right? It can also thaw, and it's really just responding to the temperature, right? The game isn't saying you were in a freezing biome. It's just saying the temperature got below a certain point, so now the water freezes, and then it gets above a certain point, and then it thaws. Same thing would happen here, but it will never get warm enough for ice to just thaw. Like you can see, we're in late summer right now. Never gonna thaw. But if you made it hot otherwise, then it would. Even if you mine an ice wall on the surface and then get a boulder and then bring that boulder underground, the boulder can melt. Apparently. Sure this won't go wrong at all. Yep. So that's kind of the longer term goal. I think this area up here is kind of prime for, hey, look, a fairy. I was wondering if we would see these. There's a little fairy. This whole corner of the map seems prime for a construction of some kind. And then maybe on the south end is kind of our testing area. Maybe we'll mine out some of this ice and see what we can do with it, right? We could also potentially make more ice, I think. Like this is all rock, this is all shale and sand. There's actually a bunch of sand up here. And then these pools aren't freezing because they are salt water, I believe. Right? This is all salt water. This is salt water. But I think if we brought like not salty aquifer water up here, I think that would freeze. I think we could make more ice. That is the impression I'm getting from the wiki. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I think that's just, we're gonna keep that in mind. We are down here. We are down here, right? Here's our stupid aquifer room. We got farms going finally. So we have plump helmets. We have plump helmets going on. We have sweet pods going on. Kind of it for the moment, but I think that's fine. And then here is our raw food stockpile. We're already getting some dimple cups. That's great. Oh, we're gonna have to deal with quarry bushes. I always forget about quarry bushes. They have their own considerations, right? Let me remind myself of that first. Because they give you rock nuts and Quarry bush seeds are known as rock nuts. Dwarves will not eat them. Rock nuts can be milled. But then you also get, like, their leaves, right? Harvesting a grown quarry bush will yield several leaves and an amount equal to of quarry bush plants, which may be processed into yet more leaves at a workshop with processed plant to bag. The result will be bags of quarry bush leaves, which then have to be cooked to be edible. Okay. That's the part that always gets me, right? We're not going to crush the rock nuts, because those are the seeds, but these quarry bushes, as they are, need to be processed before they are food. We are also starting to get some pigtails, so we're gonna have to start doing some cloth processing at some point. We have a couple of animals roped up in our thing. But we have one llama and one sheep, right? So we're not gonna be getting any wool quite yet. There's just random muskmelon seeds here on the ground for reasons. But if we're starting to get pigtails, then we should start on cloth in that respect at least. Because then we can make bags, because then we can process our quarry bushes. That is gonna be a priority. We have drink being brewed, right? We have lavish meals being made. We have a farmer's workshop that will be used for things, a tanner and a fishery, and a couple of butchers. That all makes sense. We have our completed, like our meals and junk go up here. This is kind of our everything dump stockpile at the moment. Here's our tavern. Here's our lever room. And then this is our well, right? Yeah, okay, so we just dug this. So this is filling in. That's just gonna do its thing. It's just filling in with aquifer. And it should just fill up to this level, right? It's gonna fill up to the aquifer itself, but it shouldn't be able to fill past this. That is my understanding of how aquifers work. That's my understanding of how water works. We'll see. We also need some ropes for, like, our wells. I do want a well to go in here. On our gems. Clearly we have some gems. Oh yeah, so this is our shop floor, right? So we're doing, like, shops in the middle and then stockpiles on the outside. 'Cause why not? And clearly there's gonna be aquifer up here, so I'm gonna avoid opening up more aquifer. I'm just gonna avoid it. We are getting wood from our cave. That has begun. And then we have a couple of offices for our administrators. And that's the whole fort. That's the whole fort so far. So, priorities for right now. We have... So we're working on wooden bins. I want to get down to magma. I guess I want to get down to magma pretty quick so that we can start making metal bins, maybe? We're going to be saving our wood mostly for our beds. The beds are like the main thing that we need our wood for. So I'm going to say we're just going to make beds. I'm going to put in an order for like 20 beds. Which we might have that much wood. But we're going to be growing more down here. There's a nether cap down here. And, oh, there's some more trees down here. Okay. So far our caves seem relatively safe, but I don't know how long that's going to stay. So I think I would love to get this, I'd love to get our wood up into our fortress and then close this off again. We're also seeing, like, cap hopper remains. There's just a bunch of, oh yeah, cap hoppers. I guess I never messed with our standing orders. We're not going to automatically weave. We use any cloth. We're not going to automatically collect webs. Slaughter animals, butcher carcasses, clean fish. Okay, that all makes sense. We're gathering all of our stuff. We're ignoring outdoor refuse. I want to say sieges, right? We're forbidding during sieges. That's really the thing. Just forbid during sieges. We don't have children. We do have 2 babies. We do have 2 babies. I'm gonna say only farmers harvest. Prefer zones for fishing, prefer zones for drinking. We should probably get some fish going. But I don't know if I want to get... I don't know if I want to have our kobolds going up onto the beach up there, right? Can you fish from an ocean? Can you actually fish from an ocean? I'm not sure I've ever done that before. Are there fish in the ocean? They tell me there's plenty of fish, but I don't know. I'm not seeing any. Be great to shake out a few more forgotten beasts out of this world. We'll see. They'll show up eventually, right? Oh, we do have someone injured and not a hospital. What happened to you? Oh, you like fell into the well or something. Something did happen to you. You fell. Arm takes the full force and splits into gore. Good. Good. Grab somewhat impaired. So let's stay paused for the moment because things have been moving pretty quickly. I want to pick a couple spots for crucial things, like maybe a hospital. Always more fish in the sea? I don't know. Looks pretty empty. I want to say... So we will eventually have a well here, right? I just put a floor there for safety's sake. So maybe our hospital goes over here? That wouldn't be bad, right? It could also go here. It's probably gonna be, I mean, there's gonna be aquifer everywhere. Everywhere's just gonna be aquifer. I think we're gonna put it here. So let's do a little hallway. I'm gonna say like... Because I want the well to be kind of central, right? I'm gonna build it around this well, essentially. Maybe we do like this. Right? Just go like that. And then the well itself gets its own little room. And then we make a handful of little rooms. I guess this is gonna be like that. Or do I want it the other way around. I want the well to be like in the main thoroughfare. So what if we do like this? It's gonna loop around. But it's gonna hit the well like first, right? I guess like that. Just have it in the middle. I'll have it off to the side. I like that. And then we'll just have its own little spot here. So that's our well. And then past it will be all our little treatment rooms, right? So I'm gonna do... I don't know. Everything's just the wrong size. But that's how it goes. And we haven't... I mean, our last fort didn't need a whole lot, but I don't know if that's... something to go by. The last fort was weird. Our last fort just killed people instead of maiming them. I'm also not going to put anything here. I'm going to have some creature control on the outside there. And we're just going to go... I'm probably not even going to dig all of this quite yet, but we'll have space reserved for it all. So we'll do like... Right? Something like this. Like that. Sure. And then like a little stockpile, right? So that'll be our stockpile. I think that works. I think that works. I'm gonna say that like some of this should be done like right now because we do need a hospital right now. So do it like that. And then from there I want some bedrooms. And we've been doing like this distributed housing plan thing, right? I think I'm gonna continue with that. I think I want to distribute our housing through our fortress some more. Of course, it's immediately going to become awkward. But right now I only need like two little chunks, right? Maybe we'll have something going here. Oh, a raid! Mlem, how's it going? Howdy, howdy. What were you up to? I like eating paste. Good. Enjoy. Pokemon Scarlet. Excellent. Very, very cool. Well, thank you for the follow. Up to some more Pokemon. Taking over the world with Cyrus. Excellent. Sounds great. Gotta live when the stream on the PC raids onto the stream on my phone. Well, there you go then. We're in a pretty early fortress here. We are we got 17 people, right? We're still just a little outpost. We're underneath a joyous wild glacier, which is cool. So we're kind of just plotting where our things are gonna go for the moment. But like look at our surface here. We're on a glacial beach. This is where we're at. We got fluffy wamblers and fairies just hanging out on the ice sheet above. We got a beach. We got a bunch of driftwood. I don't know, and we're underneath it. I like it. Also aquifer. Always with the aquifer. Just gonna deal with it. Blem is blonde now, but still got the strats on Pokemons. Hilarious. Were you not before? I've seen you stream a couple times. I don't recall what your hair color was. Gyara also died twice. Took me 10 minutes to put an item on a Pokemon. Was Dark Blonde, got Highlands. Got it. Got it. Very cool. I mean, that's cool. I don't think I have anything to add to that. My sister was blonde, so we had a lot of blonde jokes growing up. I'm gonna go... So we're just making some bedrooms here. We're kind of finding places to plop them. I've been liking these weird-shaped bedrooms lately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can do a little hallway through here. Like that. No comment. Something like this, right? And I'm gonna need one more. Oh. I also like this because it gives myself like a little arbitrary puzzle every time. Cause like if I do that, I just need one more. And I could put one like down here. I feel like I should be able to fit one in here. Maybe we do like this. Like that. Right? I think that's fine. There, 10 bedrooms. I don't need them to dig all of this quite yet, so I'm gonna lower priority out that way. And then a spot for a second grouping. Maybe we put some up here. It's like our farm or like our food growing. Yeah, and then we have a path there and a path there. Well, that goes up. So here and here are kind of our thoroughfares so far. And we could do something out here. Just put our bedrooms between the hospital and this hallway. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'm already way distracted. If you need to go run off and do your post-stream stuff, then have at it. Thank you for the raid. We're gonna be here for a bit. We just started, so I got a couple hours left in me. I don't know, and we're gonna get into some trouble. I'm gonna be going for some magma sooner rather than later, I think. It's kind of my goal at the moment. Maybe I just want like a loop? Maybe I want something like this. And then we'll do some bedrooms here and then one hallway, except I don't want to... Do I want to do this? We could also just go like down like this, right? Oh, that's a weird shape. Just put them in here. Maybe that's what we're doing. Yeah, I think I like that. And of course, this is going to be aquifer. It's of course going to be aquifer. Why wouldn't it be? Just going to have to deal with it. Just going to have to deal with it. And then I guess you go that way. And then something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then if we had a hallway like this. And then 4 on the inside here. Oh, goodness. Yeah. And then this doesn't go anywhere, but that's fine because it's literally just for the bedrooms. Maybe this goes like this. Maybe we do like that. Or even like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. I think that works. So of course I didn't even need this hallway, did I? But I guess that just gives me a spot to do stuff later. I mean, maybe we will just go all the way through like this. I like it. I think that works. And then this is all priority 1, that's priority 4, so the bedrooms get dug first. I think that is good. And then I think I want to look at my labors again. We have 4 miners at the moment. They are locked doing just mining. We already have 2 legendary miners somehow. Not sure how that worked. We have 1 woodcutter, but we only have so many trees, so I think that's fine. We're not hunting. I want to select our planters. I kind of want Shezra to stay a miner and a stockkeeper. So maybe at this point we're just training up these 3 planters. Maybe... No, I think that works. We have a proficient fixer-bold, or fixer-bold, fisher-bold. We'll see if I actually do that. Herbalist is just like gathering plants, which there's not going to be very many. It's only in the cave, right? And then that's everyone. We have a legendary engraver. How do we have a legendary engraver? Kleelu? Who are you? 69 years old. Very nice. You are from the Ferocity of Buckling. You are from Leopard Bends. You are from our first fortress. Also, our site government here is called the Action of Blaming, apparently. So that's kind of amazing. And you have a husband here. And a handful of friends. Legendary engraver. Wow, okay. We're going to be engraving sooner rather than later. The other interesting thing about constructed walls made of ice, my assumption is that you could engrave ice walls. Seems appropriate for settling on a glacier, yeah. Heather cuddled. That's a good one. Yeah, thoughts back to 117. We're in year 143. This person has had memories back in 117, so probably migrated to our first fortress in 117. And then they were there. We stopped playing that fortress in like 122, and then now they have more memories in 142. Excellent. Satisfied remembering improving speaking. Having an intellectual discussion with the spouse. The spouse? That's interesting. That's also another married couple here, right? And you don't have children yet. We're gonna be hoping for some babies here, I think. We're gonna be hoping for some babies. I'm gonna go ahead and unpause. Right? I'm gonna let them work on all the digging that I told them to do. I don't think we have any bags. I think that's one thing, right? We have some bags, they all have seeds in them. There's a couple, okay. We're also gonna need beds for our hospital. Oh, I didn't even think of that. They should work on that though. Here they're working on bedrooms. I guess they're probably also gonna, yeah, see, they're gonna cancel the wet ones. I'm gonna tell them not to do that. Do that. The designates just dig them all. I don't care if it's wet. Same deal over there. And then same deal down here. I know it's wet. You're all good. Don't worry about it. already running out of food to ferment, but I think that's fine. We're working on it. We have more food and drink than we did like last season, so in general I think we're doing okay. Go ahead. Okay, so some beds have already happened. Let's do a bed, another cap bed. Excellent. I would love like some tables. I'm just gonna put in an order for a bunch of rock furniture because we have a bunch of rocks and not any furniture. So I'm gonna say rock throne. I'm gonna say rock door. That's most of it. I'm gonna say like, I do want to keep some of these on hand, right? I'm gonna say if table's less than 10, I think that works. Doors, I want to have more. Doors I go through very quickly. Right? I don't have enough rope for traction benches. Oh, and blocks. I do want blocks. Maybe just like a single batch of blocks. Then in like chests. Nope, and then like that. Right. Do all that, please. And then I can go ahead and designate this as a hospital. New hospital. The Bruised Homes, that's a good hospital name. So I think I need to assign... We have a fixer. Korek. Korek is our fixer. So then I need to assign Korek as our doctor. We have a novice surgeon. Where are you? Here you are. And well, you're just in charge of everything. I guess we'll put in a backup, right? Ido? Ido is gonna be our backup doctor. In theory, that is enough for a person to get healed, right? Yeah, you already got brought, just dumped on the floor of the hospital. That's how hospitals work. If we have a table, I would love to put a table here. There we go. And then chests. We're not gonna have like... I think we had some thread. I think we might have embarked with a little bit of thread. Nope, don't have any yet. Yak was found dead. Oh. Oh, we had a yak. Wait. Was that because I ran out of ropes? These are all on ropes, so they're being fed. So this one just starved to death. Well, I guess we're gonna butcher a yak. Or at least hopefully that gets butchered. We don't really have a corpse stockpile yet, do we? Can you say butcher an animal? Does that... Nope. Need butcherable nearby item. Can I just put corpses in the food stockpile? Yak. Yaks go in there. Because that's leather at the very least, right? I do want that to get used. Is everyone busy? Essentially. We have 3 hatchlings! Oh my goodness. So that means at the moment we don't need that many bedrooms at all, because like at least 4 of them are going to live in the same room, right? I think that's how that works. We're doing wooden bins and rock pots, right? Okay. You're just sleeping on the floor. I know. I think we probably have made some beds. We've made some beds by now. So I am gonna plop them in here. Nope. Or just use closest. And, oh my goodness. And continue. Okay. We have some beds. And no doors. Got it. Got it. Someone please take... No. No one's gonna take the corpse. It is almost cool enough for tea. It is almost tea season, and I am so happy about it. It is finally cooling off. I want to check down here. I'm gonna keep an eye on the caves. I don't want to just leave them open permanently. It's like we got most of our logs. There are still some logs down here. Should I put some... So our last fortress, we said no traps. Do we say no traps in this fort? Of course, if I put down cage traps, I need to make cages out of wood. So that's cool. Because we have the potential for bad things to creep in, right? Our ocean side of the map is Savage Wilds, and then the glacier side of our map is Joyous Wilds. So we have all the savagery on our map. I don't know what that would do for cave creatures, but I'm sure it's something. What are you all doing? So you are hauling microcline, or need some wheelbarrows. Oh my goodness, there are so many things that I would like to make out of wood. I mean, you can make metal wheelbarrows, right? Can. So Blind was saying that he likes to make things out of copper when he doesn't have wood. And I think that makes sense. I've never actually done that before. How much does copper actually weigh? Doesn't really say. In a clear way, at least. How did you get over there? Okay. Why? Yeah, why? Now the yak is rotting. Give water. Okay, that's important. Make rock crafts, I guess. I think I just put the rock crafts on repeat, right? Because we needed to make some stuff real quick. So I think I'm actually gonna turn the craft job off. And then all the other stuff ended up elsewhere. Yeah, okay. I think that's all fine. That's all fine. We have some buckets. We have some step ladders. We won't be using step ladders here. That's for sure. And then you are working on beds. Look at all those beds. Okay. Then I guess we want some rooms for our nobles as well, right? So far the only rooms that we need are these 2 offices. But we are eventually going to need bedrooms for these other people. So I think... Oh, of course, this is all also going to be wet, but we did dig out above it, so I guess that's not as bad. I'm going to do... Right, that'll be a bedroom. This will be a bedroom. And we'll just immediately smooth them all out. Okay. I want the beds. A caravan. And it's autumn, so this is gonna be dwarves. The dwarves came back. Cool. Okay. We haven't seen our home caravan yet, but we do get the dwarves at least. Hungry, dehydrated. Yeah, that's not a good sign. And this is our trader. Oh, is it because we don't have stuff stored in the hospital, right? So hopefully we have some chests made. Yeah, we have a chest made. That is high priority. Okay, so now store the things, right? So we're gonna get some thread. Hopefully we have some cloth. We have some buckets. We have not made soap yet. But what's our fixer up to? Making blocks. How about you stick to, like, medical things? Does it work that way? I do want some blocks, but I do want you to be fixing the kobolds. That is my preference for you right now. And the poor yak. Oh my goodness. That's gonna make everyone more upset. Don't bother trying to play to my emotions, says the medical professional. Now you're gonna socialize. Now you're gonna listen to poetry. Can we fix the kobold? I mean, one of you should be doing that, right? One of you should be... We're getting miasma in the hospital from the dead yak. And now it's just a skeleton. Good. We need a place for garbage. So I just put... Where do I put garbage? Oh, this is filling up. So this is gonna be a functional well, at the very least. Yeah, I don't want to go down too far. Do I put... Sometimes I put garbage on the surface, but I don't know that I want to do that this time. I want the surface to be nice. The surface is going to be a resort. I don't want to clog it up with a bunch of garbage. But maybe like up. Maybe up? Somewhere that's not aquifer? Some of this isn't aquifer. There's magnetite here, and lignite. How about we auto-mine this magnetite and lignite and these gems here. And whatever space that turns into is going to be our garbage dump. That's going to be how I work that. We might have some doors. We have some doors, but that means... I guess I want to sign... and then they're just going to take... What are you all doing? Well, we're not engraving yet, so engraver, you can do whatever you want. You are planting seeds, so I guess that is important. Fixer. Fixer, please fix. What happens if I unlock you? No, you're just gonna make rock blocks. That is not the priority. Please do some doctoring. So this is our hospital, right? I mean, we have a little... Do you need a door? Is that what's important here? You're just sleeping, okay. I'm gonna make a handful of bedrooms here. There's 5 bedrooms. I don't want... I guess I am just gonna let them pick them themselves, right? You are sleeping. Did you claim? You didn't claim the bedroom. You claimed the bedroom. And then when these get done, we'll just reassign. But we want to move some goods. I have some finished goods bins. So that's nice. I have a finished good bin. I assume we have... Oh! Oh, you just... Yeah. Oh. Dying of dehydration in the hospital. And I can even see this. You did get some stuff done. You got some thread and some cloth. So that wasn't... You weren't completely ignored. It's happening right now. Is Ills our doctor? No, Ido. Yep. Well, that's death number 1. Mark it down. We made it a year. Where did the graves go? Graves are gonna go down. I'm gonna say like... something like this. Oh. All. There we go. I think something like that. And then we're just gonna have more fortress down here, I guess. Do something like this. We'll eventually open up the well there. Sorry if I led you a bit on the dubbing stuff. Oh no, you mean, we're of the same mind on it. We were talking in Discord about YouTube's auto-dubbing. Because YouTube just said, you get auto-dubs now. Oh, clean patient, no bucket, no water source. That's what was going on. We need a well in order to clean our patients. Okay, that is priority. That is definitely priority. I'm gonna say, yeah, this is gonna be like our little catacombs, right? I kind of liked how we did it last time, where I'm just gonna have a little path that goes through here, and we'll just make a bunch of these little things. Right? I mean, this works. I think that works. We'll start with that. Hopefully we don't need a bunch more than that too quickly. Still baffled that they removed community subtitling as an option given how labor intensive that can be. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, AI first. They're going hard on it. They're going really hard on the AI. And they do, like, I'm okay with the auto subtitles, I guess, for VODs. I do my own subtitles for like the main channel videos. I do those manually. Because I want to be particular about those. But like I'm not gonna sit down and transcribe all these VODs, right? But if people wanted to, then whatever. We need some coffins. A manager's required. Is that what happened? Did we kill our manager? Who's good at organizing? Anyone? No one? You're a beekeeper. Caravan leader and miner, of course. Of course. I mean, you're adequate. Okay. So then this office gets assigned to caravan leader. Saddler is now our manager as well. That should be fine. Did I actually put in? Oh, I didn't because. So rock coffin. Doop. Do like that. And to your other question, I'm doing okay. Slowly trying to acclimate a very timid kitten to our home. It's going very slowly, but it should work. Oh, and then like all our I don't want to get rid of our crutches and stuff. Shift click. I want to do like this, then unselect some things. Like the splint. We keep the large gems. The large gems go in the shiny pile. Because kobolds. We'll trade all the rock stuff away. I think that works. We have about 1,000 to trade with, which is still not a lot. But you do have ropes. You do have some cheap ropes. That is going to help a lot. You have water skinned. You have a cheap instrument. That's cool. There's a company called Heck that do veggie sausages. Then tofu is a meat substitute. True. Should get another kitten, call it corn. Hilarious. If only we were allowed to have more than 2 creatures. I would have I would have a lot of creatures if I were allowed. I will say that. Let's grab these buckets as well. Honestly, the wood stuff, all the wood stuff, even just getting like booze barrels or milk barrels, why not? Buffalo milk barrels. I would love for you to bring like llamas. Of course, it's too much weight. On bags. Can I just take... Your cheapest bags are filled with sand. Sure. On leather. Leather's pretty cheap. Dorklurk, Herbe Dorklurk, welcome in. Did give it some serious thought about getting a second cat, but had to be realistic that Frank wouldn't like it at all, I don't think. I was thinking about that, because like... I have only ever had cats in pairs. I guess aside from growing up. Growing up, my sister had a cat, and we had dogs. So there was just one cat and dogs, right? But in my life since living back with my parents, we've always had 2 cats, or been between cats, right? Like I haven't had 2 for the last couple of months, but that's how that works. But I know that Frank is a unique beast, right? I know that most cats like having companions, but I know that Frank isn't most cats. So food insecure, I think he'd be really unhappy about it. It would probably be stressful. Onions. Excellent. Want some thread? Let's definitely take the cheap thread. There's some cheese. Some more splints. Maybe the cheap splint and cheap crutch. It's a decorated crutch, I guess. And then that still leaves a little bit. We could probably get... Can I get another bin of leather? Is there another bin of leather? There is. You are pretty cheap. So that's going to be pushing it. Let's see how good our trader is. Nope, not quite. So let's ditch that one bin. Perfect. Okay. I think that works. That is a successful trade. Shelter listed him as not for homing with other cats, but that might be just the FIV. Oh, I mean that too. I mean, you know your cat better than anyone, right? If you don't think he would like a playmate, then it's probably true. Oh my goodness. We can't... We're so... How are we so gridlocked on everything so far? I guess we're just making a bunch of rock stuff. I guess this is a small fort. And you don't have dig jobs right now, so you all do different stuff. I want some chairs. Plop them back here. And then I want some chests that we plop over here. Should probably make some goblets at some point. We might have more beds. Did we get these done? No. How do I prioritize that? How do I get them to do that? I guess I can put the bed in there, right? New bed. And then door. And we're gonna do... Does it work if I just do this? Yeah, there we go. So the people who need bedrooms currently are... Sadler and Shezra. So this is Shezra, so we're gonna put Shezra here. I already grabbed a different one, so I'm gonna have to unassign the other one. And then Sadler goes here. And then Shezra, you get removed from here, and then someone else can take that one. And you're still good? You're still good. My mom always had one cat, so it's interesting the perception about two being best. I mean, I don't know that that's coming from anywhere, any kind of actual knowledge. I know that they're social creatures. But how Heck just barged in and Tofu is like, nope. I was thinking about that too, because you know, it's been a decade plus since I've had to introduce cats to other cats, right? So I was like, well, Tofu's being like really, really shy. I don't know I hope she's not being like overly shy and there's a problem or some sort of thing, right? But I think it's just, I think Heck was the weird one. I think it was unusual for Heck to just be like, yeah, we're cool now. Heck didn't hide at all. Like, even when we were leaving, we had her in the bedroom or bathroom for a little while. Can I actually make... I wonder if I have everything to make a well. New mechanisms. Like, Tofu has been hanging out in the space between the shower curtains, right? That's been her safe spot so far. When we got Heck and brought her cat carrier into the bathroom, I just opened the door and she just kind of walked out, laid down on the little cushion we had there, and just chilled. Like, she was curious about what was going on, but like, she was up in our face from minute one. Like, even when we were at the shelter, like, she just walks up to everyone and is like, hi, how's it going? No matter what's going on. But I think she's the strange one. I want to check our caves again. Have we grabbed our wood? We have not. Haven't even chopped that one either. Oh, no migrants. Oh no. Are we gonna get screwed here too? Is this gonna be another awkward fortress? I am gonna undo that because that's silly. But if I say make a well. Hey, it worked. Okay. I can at least make one well. And now it's snowing. Got that black cat looking to cross paths confidence. True. She knows that she is the danger to other people and is very confident. Nope, okay. Heck was quite injured and got healed up, so maybe she's like humans equal good, or at least no, they equal good, like she's thankful. I think so. Don't know what Tofu experienced. It's a lot of change for a little kitten, and she might not had an easy time, so she might be cautious as trust you. I think that's what it is. I can tell that she wants to play. I've been able to get her to play with a little toy, just like a tiny bit, just like at arm's length. I can tell that she's really interested in playing. I think she really wants to, but she is quite apprehensive. But yeah, we don't know anything about her history before arriving at the shelter. We don't have a story like we did with Heck. So yeah, the only thing I know, hey look, this all got done. And here's tetrahedrite, and there's limonite, and there's more gems, and hooray. We're just gonna mine out this floor, basically. I am gonna put a wall around the stairwell. just for the sake of... we already have a bunch of shale blocks. I like just not having a stairwell in the middle of a giant open space like that. Maybe that's just me. But we are going to auto-mine the limonite. There's some green jade in there. There's some more limonite. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. And I do want the tetrahedrite. Because I want some copper. We're gonna use copper instead of a lot of wood stuff, I guess. So we'll let them go on that. And then I also want this to be our refuse pile. Doesn't have to be very big right now, but we do need, I just need a spot. I just need a spot for it, right? And we did get some bags, right? We have some bags. Oh, and this is... oh no. Curl has decomposed. And then there's... okay. I'm going to carve a drain here, I guess. Did not think of this. I hope that it's already like half full. Oh, and then of course this is gonna flood too. We need a smoothing day. We need everyone to stop what they're doing and smooth everything. Is that what you're here? No, you're making a coffin. I need to just dig this. Of course, I just made like all that other stuff high priority, right? Because of course I did. This is priority 2. Who doesn't love a good flooded catacomb? We're giving birth to puppies. So that's cool. I mean, even if it floods, we can get there from this side. It'll just wash someone down. Oh my god. And then what happens to water down here? I think it just... does it just go out into the cave? Basically. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. It just needs to happen. We have 4 miners, and they're doing all the other things. Or 3 miners, rather. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now just don't get injured. Thank you. So now it can drain. You're grabbing rocks from in here because of course you are. Well, it hasn't murdered anyone yet. Dangerous terrain, I bet. Yeah, kinda. So now we need to smooth all this. It just all needs to be smooth. The whole fortress needs to be smooth. I think I can get a coffin in here, maybe? Just plop one there. I can't put doors in there yet because they'll just flood. That'd be hilarious. Flooding our corpse closets. Okay. Nope. I want to do it. I don't care how wet it is. Just toss it in there. Oh, come on. There we go. So now if I can make this a tomb. There. Okay. Immediately got assigned. So you'll at least have a resting spot, right? Now it's winter. This is already a weird fortress. I think having the tomb assigned is the real functional part. As far as like preventing ghosts go. So I can do a microcline block, black cat bucket, cave spider silk rope, shale mechanism. Perfect. And then now this is already a thing. So that's good. The little turtle section? Do we have turtles? I haven't seen turtles yet. Oh, they started. They started. Of course, now their bedrooms are going to be all muddy. Try not to give them too many things to do so they can catch up. Oh, is that a ghost? Or no? You just have your babies. Oh, look at this! Mom is brewing. Tirek, Mom is brewing. And you got your three babies just on your back here. Do they... I'm not like hauling them or anything. They're just on your same tile. That's fun. Shape of the flooded area. Oh, I guess I could see that. Be great if someone moved this. It'd be great. It'd be great. Still have not... Nope, nothing to butcher. Okay. Let's do our process plants to bag job. I'm curious if that can actually work. Yep, quarry bush. Gonna run off and grab a bag. Perfect. Excellent. Quarry bush leaves and rock nuts. Love it. Love it, love it. And now I do want that well to happen. I'm not sure I need a well on this level. That might just turn into a wall. But then I think I do want them on this level and on this level eventually. They're working on it. They're working on it. Let's go ahead and mine out this area. Of course, it's gonna leak because of the roof. Always, perpetually. Okay, and that's the last one we can make right now. And then what? I'm not gonna bother digging the rest of that right now. And I think if there's more digging we need to do right now. We did this, right? We did this. Any more? Here's more magnetite. Here's more tetrahedrite. Here's more lignite. Yeah, just keep going on this. Seems fine. Maybe we start heading down to magma at this point. Maybe... Oh! 6 thieving or mischievous creatures are the polar bear people. Annoyed in a snowstorm. That's interesting. There's just a bunch of polar bear people. Interesting. That's terrifying. Yeah. No skills. He is very stubborn. They're also annoyed at the snowstorm. Slow to love. Are they just... They're just wandering around out here. Do I close the door? I don't want them to wander inside. They friendly? They're wild animal people. So I don't know. They can be friendly. They're not like attacking us, right? But if we were up here, they might. If they saw us, they might attack us. They might just be passing through. And they don't... Tavern? I don't think they'll come to the tavern. The wild animal people don't come to the tavern. Civilized animal people will. Like, these are basically wild animals in the shape of people. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna close it. At the risk of our caravan showing up right now. Oh, did one get in? I think I deleted one. I think we squished one. Yeah, now it's down to 5. That was close. That was a couple ticks away from there being just a polar bear woman in our fortress. No worries. Okay, well. They're up there. Oh, look, more gems. Yeah, perfect. There is so much junk on this floor. Seeking infant. Yeah, that's all fine. I think that's all fine. We're up to 230 food. Almost 200 drink. I guess I want to check. Oh, yeah, you can see the water has made it down here. I wonder if that will encourage stuff to grow down here. That's an interesting thought. There are still logs down here. I think what I want to do... I want to wait for water to get out. I guess I want to, like, do some fortifications here, right? They're gonna take forever to get down here. Maybe I tell them to dig it? And we'll just build, because that at least I can set the priority of reliably. No, like that. And then I'm gonna close the door. Wish we could all be friends, I agree. I agree. Construct fortifications. Just gonna go right. Oh, because there's water? I know there's water. That's the problem. Just gonna build it with what's closest. And then top priority. Just a random dead cave spider. It's interesting that the trees can grow on the mud, but like the moss isn't growing. I don't know what causes that. I'd love to have moss down here for a pasture. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna close this. Just out of paranoia. So we can still drain through here. One's starving. Ooh. Oh, there's a baby yak. A starving baby yak. Okay, yep. I think I'm out of ropes. I'm out of ropes again. So we need a pasture. What we need is a pasture. Also, these wells are operational. Hooray! We have a pair of functional wells. We have a trio of functional wells. And I don't want these stairwells to be used again. So I'm just gonna do a block floor there, a block floor here. Right, and there's nothing there. And then I am gonna put a wall here. And then a floor here. And then we're good. And it looks like this filled up to the aquifer and is now done. So our cistern filled. Like, this is good. This is now our well. Easiest well I've ever done. And then I want fortifications here too. Right, just do shale. And then I can put a door in here. Maybe. Because it's going to keep leaking from above. And you're not actually in here yet. You're still just there. All your gear's been taken. Your corpse hasn't been moved. I think I can probably do more doors for our bedrooms. Right? And then just go like this. So that's those at least. And then I think I have more beds. some beds. There we go. And then more bedrooms there. Done. So now everyone should get a bedroom. They need a building that's like Goodwill Shrine where you can leave food and drink for wild beastmen and it'll change them to like visiting beastmen or something. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, there's also like all the cave creatures that we've talked about too, right? That you can't really interact with in that way. Someday. Someday we will be able to do that. I want to do a safety gate. Right, I think that went the right way. Right? Yeah, I'm gonna go like that. So now this is all good. I think we got everything that we see in here. So that's nice. I think we're gonna dig down. I think we want to find some magma. I think we want to find some magma. So here's our cave. Here's our little river. Of course, going up and down this... it feels dangerous. It feels kind of dangerous. But I don't know how to... I'd have to dig all over here and seal all this up. Could relate like to creature migration, that if they do it enough, they'll stop by every season. That'd be fun. Be like a stop on their migration route. That would be cute. I would like that. Like, oh, it's winter. All the bird people are back. Hello, Bowser. How's it going? Ugh. Our fortress is flooding, but you know, that's how it goes. At least we're getting waterfall thoughts out of it, I guess. Primitive trade caravan. Oh, that'd be fun. It wouldn't even have to be a caravan. It could just be like, they have things on them worth trading, right? They're traveling, and as they travel, they buy and trade and from the places that they go to. Writing fanfics. Let's do... How do I want to do this? I guess I want to do... Go down through here. Right, that should be fine. And we're just gonna go down. We only have one cave layer in this world. It actually won't let me go lower than 71. So that's interesting. So maybe we're actually gonna have relatively close magma. Which would be great. That would be great. I'm also thinking that I don't want to bother with like a magma pump stack. And I'm kind of thinking I don't want to do... What happened here? Why did we cancel? Yes? Doesn't say it's... It says semi-molten rock. We just went straight down to semi-molten. Where's the magma? My favorite, yeah. I'm thinking I just want to, like, figure out where I want... Yeah, here we go. Where I want the magma to be, and just do a bucket brigade. I think that's gonna be how we do. Okay, so this is the semi-molten rock layer. That's cool. So does that mean... Does that mean there is magma directly above the semi-molten rock? Yeah, calf starved to death. Okay, cool. So I wonder... So let's do like this level. Gonna try not to kill anyone with this. So let's try this level. Watch, we just punch through like a tiny little sliver between everything. Yep, that's... So now that's warm too. But then... Oh, interesting. Okay, well then what's on this level? Interesting. Does that mean the magma sea is directly beneath the cave? Is there gonna be... Is this gonna be magma sea right here? No. It is warm though. Of course, now a different person has to come all the way down here. Okay. So then from there, if we channel there... There we go. The Great Magma Sea. Yeah, there's magma on this level. That's fun. That's fun. Okay. So surely that's gonna be the highest magma, right? I don't think I've ever seen magma sea and cave exist on the same layer. At least. So then yeah, let's... We're not gonna be digging any of that. Okay. So now I am gonna dig here, but then put a floor here. Magma sea. Any magma crabs? Probably. Oh, the polar bear's left. I don't see any magma crabs at the moment, but they just kind of materialize randomly. Yeah, we just barely missed it. Hilarious. Oh, no, what was that? There's a fire snake. There's a fire snake. But they don't show up on this menu. I think the magma crabs do. We didn't get an alert for a gem-studded wall. So that's interesting. We definitely haven't revealed everything, though. And we didn't get a home caravan. Then back into that familiar situation. No migrants, no caravans. No problem. Yeah. Yeah. Even in here. Wow, we just punched through it. Wow. Yep, well, that's all. There's always a chance that you just don't have candy on your map. I don't think that's gonna be one. Yeah, okay. Well, this is pretty close to our... Oh, and of course, it's just directly beneath the water. That's cool. I guess there's a spot over here that we could do. So basically, I'm gonna want a little chamber that is secure, that allows us to just like dip a bucket in the magma and move it somewhere. That's my plan here. So our little chamber is gonna be like here. Things you trade with them, clothes, armor, weapons, they keep and end up wearing on subsequent visit. That'd be cool. Yeah, why not? So the magma is gonna come in through here. We're gonna have to build like a like fortifications here and magma safe floodgates, so we keep things secure. So I don't want any magma crabs crawling up into our fortress. We're gonna go like this. Like this, I think. So we're gonna have a little hole here. And there's gonna be a little stair here for people getting in and out. I'm also curious if I need to make like a magma shop down here to get like buckets made. We might just do... I mean, what's magma safe? What metals are magma safe? Actually, don't we have nether cap? Could you move magma with a nether cap bucket? Since nether cap is weird. Unique property of being naturally cold, having a fixed temperature of 10,000, which is the freezing point of water. Most objects made from this wood are not massive enough to change the ambient temperature to this point. However, so nethercap cannot turn water into ice. Fixed temperature gives nethercap wood a strange quasi-magma safe quality. You could use nethercap as a substitution for metal magma safe components. For example, a magma pump stack. But a nethercap minecart will not resist magma, and nethercap items dumped into magma will be destroyed. Interestingly, nethercap logs can still be turned into ash or charcoal, and nethercap items lying on the ground can be ignited. So if a pump stack works but a minecart doesn't, do I try a nethercap bucket? I don't know that we have any nethercap right now. We do. There's some on the ground over here. How did we actually get over there? Yeah, you just go over. Okay. That's an interesting thought. I'm willing to test that. To be fair, this much ice cream and cotton candy in the same fort might be a bit much. True, we don't want to get cavities. True, true. Can you even set up a hauling route with buckets for magma? I assume so. I guess I assumed. That's a good question. How would you do that? Yeah, I guess that is water specific, isn't it? Uh, Pond? How do I make a magma pond? That might not be a thing. Yeah, they're saying you use a pond to make obsidian by dumping water on magma. Yeah, maybe not. Well, thank you for mentioning that, because I wouldn't have thought of that. So that means mine carts. That means mine carts, because I don't want to... I want to do a whole pump stack down here. For moving like a fixed amount of magma. But maybe I do? I don't know. I don't know. Because how high would this pump stack be? We would be talking about from level 59 ultimately to the surface. That is a 60 level pump stack, which is quite a bit. Like right now, we're just going to our fortress, which is 20. That's still 40 levels. And because our cave is so minimal, making a minecart route up to the top is going to be relatively painless. Maybe that's what we do. Okay, so this is going to be our magma pool. We're going to need a way for minecarts to get pushed in and then come out the other side. I want to say, so we did this before. We did this a while ago. Back in Face Earths? Different world. I think the trick was that we needed powered rollers underneath the magma to get the minecart back out. Which means power somehow? Goodness gracious. Because we don't have flowing water. There is no flowing water on this map. At least I assume that ocean waves don't turn water wheels. We probably can do some windmills. Those are the only two methods of power. Alternatively, you can just pump magma into a small pit and then pump it back out again. You mean just like have minecarts in a pit and then fill the pit and then drain the pit? Not a bad idea. We still have to power the pump, but at least a pump can be person powered. A pump can be person powered. Submerged rollers could not. I think I like that idea. We'll just have like a bunch of minecarts, right? So that would mean this is going to be where we're pulling our magma from. And then our actual, go like over here even. Our actual minecart filling station is going to be right? I'm trying to visualize this. We do like that. And then it's going to be channeled, right? And then the pump will be here, pumping from here. And then it drains somehow. I mean, it is directly above the magma sea. So we would have like little vents on the side, right? For magma to drain out. And then it would just go in? Would it drain like that? I don't know if we would have to like drain off the edge of the map or we just pump it back into here. Here's what we do. We're gonna have two chambers. Two chambers of equal size, right? Let's call them both 7x7s. So we will have a gate here so that we can open and close it. But we'll have our minecarts in here, just sitting in here, and then this will be filled with magma, and we'll have a pump. We'll have a pump in both directions, right? So we'll pump from here into here, submerge all the minecarts, and then pump the remaining magma from here back into here. And since these are the same size, right? That'll be fine. Because there will never be more magma here than can fit in here. So then it just empties, and then everyone comes down and grabs the minecarts, pushes them up, and then brings them back down, and then you repeat. Does that make sense? Is that how this works? In that case, I might even have this be up one level. So it's gonna pump like this edge is gonna be open basically. Whoops. So we'll have a pump here and a pump here. Though the pumping out, we need to pump like from above. Honestly, could probably just drain, right? Maybe we have a large drain. Let's do it like this. We'll have our filling pump will be here, and then this will be drain. Or even just, this will all be drain. We'll just have like a big gate here. So it'll just flow back in. And then our pumping will be done like can't go much higher. Picturing given long enough exposure, cold adapting kobold that look like draconic penguin. I love it. I love it. I love it. Combining flightless birds. I think we're gonna say we're pumping from like here and here. We're gonna do 2 pumps. Right? I guess it'd have to be like this because the pump is going to go there. Maybe more of a draconic great auk. What's an auk? I don't think I know what an auk is. Oh yeah, okay. Large penguin type thing. I like them. I like them. North Pole penguins. Interesting. I don't think I knew about them. I think I'm gonna move these again slightly so that they are at this middle spot. Oh, I'm being oddly picky about something that I'm not totally confident in. Oh, that was close. So there will be a gate here that is up. There'll be magma down here, and it's sealed. 2 pumps, which will need access for kobolds to get to, I guess, right? Which is fun because we're beneath a lake. I mean, we could do like this is actually fine, I think. Right? Because which is the tile that's okay? I think we wouldn't want to be here. Interesting but sad. Is it like they're all endangered and almost gone kind of a thing? Are there no penguins in the Arctic? Atlas Pro. I don't think I know this channel. I'll have to check that out. I guess we wouldn't have to come from that side, right? If we can just do like this. I can never remember where they stand. Which is the tile that they stand on? It's closer to the hole in the ground, right? Pump operator stands on the input side, as the output is impassable. Okay, yeah. So this is how I want it. We'll have a pair of pumps here. They will pump in. We'll have some floodgates here as well, so that we don't get backflow, I guess. Though I guess the pumps don't do backflow anyway. But then we would just need a way for the minecarts to get out, right? The hauling route situation itself is going to be tricky and strange. But also, you know what? I'm gonna try it without the tracks. I'm gonna try it without the tracks and see how terrible of an idea that is. Because they can move minecarts by hand upstairs, right? It's just really, really slow. You wouldn't have to deal with a rat's nest of tracks in here that way. I think this is how we do it. So I do want a stairwell over here for access. Hi, creature. Hello. How are you? Have to go to sleep? Okay. I understand. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your week. We'll be doing more Discworld on Saturday. More cat pictures as they're available. But it's good to have you around. Plenty of ice to be able to deal with burns. There you go. I can't see. Okay. So that is our access for construction purposes. I think that's how this is working. Which means like the first thing we need to do is make a bunch of metal minecarts. Or can I make nethercap minecarts? Because that would be perfect. I mean, we were just reading about them, right? It said, is that the one that did work or didn't work? Nethercap. Nethercap minecart will not resist magma. Okay. Got it. Hi. So then that brings us back to the original question. What metals are magma safe? Steel, platinum, nickel, iron, and spoilers. So iron? Are you gonna make a bunch of iron minecarts? Where does nickel come from? Uncommon, low value magma safe metal. Garnierite. So it's basically that or iron. I'm not sure we've actually seen any of that. Nope. Hi. Yeah, that's my microphone. Okay, I'm gonna unpause and let them go for it. What is this? Galena? I guess I can check our caves to see if there's any just randomly exposed down here. We have some gold. More tetrahedrite. Gonna be a bunch of galena. And tetrahedrite. Hi. Hi. I know I'm all shiny. And go up to your spot. Watch this. Yeah. Excellent. That satisfies me quite a lot. Seeking infant, that's fine. Lavish meal, that's fine. Needs rock nuts, that's fine. Okay, all that is fine. We have sphalerite, galena, sphalerite. What color even is... It's just a different silver color. One of the many silver colors. Yeah, I don't know that we're gonna get that lucky. So I think that means we are doing a bunch of iron just to get this going. Which I think means building a couple of temporary... Oh, they didn't like that, did they? Yeah, it's warm. It's all gonna be warm. I'm aware. Right? It's just this whole thing, right? Yeah. And then... Warm dig. I'm aware that it's warm. But I want like a little temporary magma setup here. Maybe that goes in a different spot. First I complain about the cold and now it's too warm. It's true. Just go back up into the snow. It's fine. Oh, I wanted this to connect. So people don't get trapped down there. I will remove these two ramps. And then at some point we're gonna want access to over here for the purpose of opening things up. But that is functionally what it's gonna look like. The old Finnish sauna, true. Polar bear plunge. Maybe we should get the polar bears to do a polar bear plunge with us. So, other spots where I can access above the magma, which is the important part, right? I could do here. Maybe that's what we do. Because that's just orthoclase. So this doesn't need to be big, right? I just need to do like a smelter and a forge. That's literally all I need. Because our proper shops will be upstairs. So really, it's just like that, right? And even that would be overkill, technically. And then this is where the shops go. And then we just connect up to here. Does that work? Goodness gracious. And then a stair down here. And then no migrants, no migrants. Oh my god. So we're gonna want some magma safe mechanisms and blocks. We probably have some blocks. So I just told him to do whatever blocks. Cinnabar? No. I don't think shale is. Claystone is not. Limestone is not. Kaolinite is? That's interesting. Quartzite? Nope. None of these are magma safe. Well, what do we have? Mined. We have some gabbro. That's magma safe. We have a little bit of platinum. Bauxite? Bauxite is magma safe. So is olivine. There's kaolinite. Maybe we'll just do that. That's a lot. Can I say... I do rock mechanisms. I specify kaolinite. I'm gonna say do like 20 of those. Imagine we're gonna want a bunch. And then also like some blocks. Specify kaolinite. And then do like 20 of those as well. And then like floodgates. I want like kaolinite floodgates as well. This is also, because it should say that we have a bunch, right? Does it not? Does it not show up in this one? I mean, it says I can. It will let me. There were smaller trade relations with non-nation entities, maybe trade with smaller settlements nearby in a sort of dynamic relationship. Agreed. Agreed. Oh, because it's warm. I know it's warm. That's the point. Warm dig. And of course, there's not gonna be any stockpiles down here, so any jobs we do is just gonna be nonsense. I guess I'm gonna dig a little stockpile here. More shinies, excellent. We have more yak calves. Oh yeah, we're still looking for a freaking pasture. What do I do about a pasture? We were thinking about this, right? We have all this, but none of that's wet. Oh, the yak ended up here finally. Finally. This is still pretty close to like all of our food stuff. So maybe this will be our pasture. We're just gonna have to go up above and like mine out all this, right? And fill it back in. Or maybe we just let it flood and be done with it. Pasturing the aquifer later. Yeah, I think so. I think it's gonna be how we do this. Oh, whoops. Whatever. Should have just designated both levels at once. So this will be the pasture itself, and then I want to have... I guess we're just going to do a way up like here. And then this whole thing's going to get dug out. But of course, this is... Did we ever... I mean, this should be draining. Why isn't this draining very well? There's just too much. So maybe we need to dry it out first. So we're gonna dig up. Basically going to... do the same shape. I want it to be filled, and I'm gonna do it on this level. A little bit over here. Okay. I think that works. So then our... No, I didn't mean for you to do that. Whatever. Whatever, that's fine. And I want to dig up here. Right? Okay. See how that does. Work on this while they work on our magma safe junk. We are a happy fortress. For whatever that's worth. This is how I want to do it. Okay, so I'm going to do that. This is also going to need a drain, right? I mean, ugh. Ugh. Let's make sure we get to the drain part first. And then this is all wet dig. I don't even, like, I wonder why they're happy. I don't know why they're so happy. And then I want to make sure that the water isn't flowing back down. So I'm going to put a pair of doors there. I'm even going to do like a double door. Let's do like this. Eventually, maybe. What's everyone doing? Digging, eating, all the things I told him to do. Wow, this is just such a small fortress. We haven't even had any visitors yet. Though our place is kind of... We are a little rinky-dink. Do I need to smooth this layer, or is just mining it out enough? We got one of them. I also want to do a greenhouse up on the surface for above ground crops. Like, just for the sake of it. But we'll get glass going first for that. We'll get our magma situation sorted out. Then we can just start making glass out of the beach sand. And then, of course, this is all also going to be aquifer. But now I don't care. Arctic greenhouse? Yeah. Yeah, why not? A green castle? Yeah. So there was another thing that I was reading about on the wiki. Oh, do I need to smooth it? Let's smooth it. Emerald City, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, we can do green glass stuff, of course, right? We're no stranger to that part. But we could also, you can mine an ice wall and get an ice boulder and then make an ice wall out of that. You can also freeze water on purpose. So, oh, we got thieving creatures, or the polar bears are back. I think my door's still closed. My door's still closed. What if you wanted to build like a 3D, you know, like a tall-ish structure, like a building or a spire or, you know, a monument of some kind. You could build like scaffolding and then just pump water into it and wait for it to freeze and then take down the scaffolding. And you just have like an actual ice sculpture. I think that would be kind of cool too. And that would be susceptible to melting. Like, we would need to keep the magma away from that. But it's a thing you could do. I think this is working. Okay, I'll let them work on that. We're cranking through all that stuff. Minecraft obsidian mold trick, exactly. I've definitely never done that with ice. Okay. So I want a pair of floodgates. How do I... Where's floodgate? Floodgate. Kaolinite floodgate, Kaolinite floodgate. Or no. It's gonna be one level back. I also want fortifications. 'Cause I am paranoid. Floodgate here. No, not closest. Kaolinite floodgate, Kaolinite floodgate, Kaolinite floodgate, Kaolinite floodgate. And then this is gonna be... We're starting to get a bunch of animals, aren't we? Please gild the animals. Reindeer bull doesn't have a friend. I'm okay with the yaks reproducing. But the kittens and the puppies should probably stop now. Yeah, that's it. You're good. That's enough. Eats a bucket of obsidian road ice cream. Oh, that sounds delicious. Interesting and fatal. Yeah, probably. Dog and the weaver. Oh, because we're gelding. That makes sense. I'm gonna do a magma safe bridge here. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alt was I gonna do this? I think it does just go like this. And we're just gonna make it also out of kaolinite blocks. Probably didn't also need a space there, but that is fine. And then we'll want some holes in here. I'm going to say that this is going to be an iron ore stockpile. Magnetite, hematite, limonite. Can be a little large. And then this is going to be like a bar and block stockpile. But not for any of that. Just for... I mean, just for iron. Just for iron bars and... coal? How would you make a wood bar? Oh, you could make a block out of wood. Okay. Except I don't need coal for just iron, right? You would need it for steel, but I wouldn't need it for just... if I'm just making iron. Okay. So that goes there. And then our outputs are going to be here. This is going to be for minecart specifically. Minecarts. Right, it's going to be out of iron. Oh. What? Okay. Like that, right? So then I want to make a magma forge. Here. We have an anvil. We have kaolinite blocks. I want to make a magma smelter. Here. Kaolinite blocks. And that's kind of the whole thing, right? I guess I'm going to put the levers that control these just down here. I'm just going to put a lever here. And a lever like here. Hello, hello, how's it going? We're working on magma nonsense beneath a glacier, and we're gilding dogs. I mean, that all worked. That all worked. We are watching, yes. I want this to happen too. Watch you on YouTube, finally catch you live. Yeah, hooray, excellent. I love the cross-pollination. Yes, this is, oh dear. This is episode number 2 in this fortress. We just started last stream, so this is a very fresh fortress. Hello, Cut Here DJ. Howdy, howdy. How are you? I don't think I am familiar with you. Welcome in, everyone. We're up to some stuff here. What were you up to? Dwarf Fortress. Okay, cool. So you know what's up. You know what's up here. How's it going? Welcome in. We're working on, we're working on moving magma in a non-pump stack manner. And we're not getting migrants, and we're barely getting any trade caravans. That's where we're at. How are you? If you need to run off and do like post-stream stuff, feel free. I know how that is. If the rest of you want to lurk and stuff, we're very lurker friendly here. If you want to make your own little avatar down there, you can do !dork, and that will give you a little thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna link this lever. Target needs to be magma safe. Gonna link it there. I'm gonna link to here. Those are important. Yeah. Perfect. More dorks. More dorks. Then I want this one to happen. Fort looks gooder. Well, we don't have, I mean, this is just down here. Here's our fort. So we're playing a mod. We have kobolds. This is a kobold fortress. I don't think we have anyone except kobolds so far. Our other fortresses have ended up with like dwarves and humans and stuff, but this is just all kobolds so far. But I love them. Look at them. Look at them. Less bodies in halls. That's just because we haven't had that many people get here yet. I have killed one person. I did kill one of my miners. And then their body decomposed in the hallway of the hospital because it took us forever to drain the catacombs. Corpse is finally in here. But our miner bled to death on the floor of our hospital. And then decomposed in our hospital. So what happens? I know how that goes. We are farming. We have farm going here. I'm working on draining this. This is, hey, a caravan. The humans are back. So the humans and the dwarves are showing up, but our home caravan is not. Also, they're gonna need a way in. I closed this because of the polar bear men. But I think we're safe for the moment. That's a suspicious last name. Let's open our door to let the humans in. Like the organic look, thank you. It's one of those things that everyone comments on, and I'm so happy about every single time. It's using the DFHack design tool is the main thing. Between a little polygon tool, just make little arbitrarily round polygon rooms, and then this you can make like wiggly hallways. I don't know, I love it. It's perfect. Oh, there's still that yak there. There's still a yak skeleton there. Here come the humans. Perfect. Enjoy the stream, off to bed to work in the morning. Excellent. Sounds good. Thank you for the raid. That's big. Thank you. Hope to see you around. I want to give you a follow as well. How do I, there we are. Follow. I will see you all around. I will see you around. How did I Yes. Go away. There we go. Diplomacy. Caravan leader from the humans. Hooray. Hopefully they brought us some like leather and stuff like I asked them. It's also asking for like seeds and pets. I want where did they go? I want llamas and alpacas. I might just say just that. I want wood. I also want wood. Probably don't have much to trade them right now. Do I have any? I turned off the rock crafts job because we were. Oh, thank you for the sub. Thank you, thank you. We're like labor shortaged, right? So I turned off rock crafts. I'm gonna turn rock crafts back on. And just do that forever. Yeah, just keep working on that. Polar bear men have the learn tag, which means they can be tameable and possibly apply for citizenship. Interesting. I wonder how that works. How many crafts bolts? I have 3 crafts bolts in here. I'm gonna toss in one more. Right, I'm just gonna plop it down. As on the wiki, supposedly applied to all animal person types. I think... I don't know. I'm unclear on how that works, because there's like, you could be an animal person adventurer, right? And then you can retire that adventurer, and they could be a fortress citizen. I understand that process, but I don't... I think the game makes a distinction between like the roving bands of animal people and like the ones who decide to join society. Like, I don't think just a group of polar bear men are just gonna like come visit the tavern. I don't think. Let's look at our bins. We have a finished good bin. Yeah, I'm gonna let them... Oh, we got that. But that's filled with all the things. That's filled with some things that I don't want to trade. I also have some gems. I think I'm gonna let them try to make some more stuff real quick. Aside from the moral morass of the idea, there's a flaw in its execution. Well, so I also think, like, if we wanted to hack, right? Which we've been doing plenty. Hey, look, our 3 babies have turned into 3 children. Yay, making believe. Excellent. Let's see, this is our finished good stockpile. I think I need to take finished goods out of this one, except I already did. So that's cool. They're just not organizing. We could just use DF hack to be like, you're a citizen now. Hey, look at all the wood. Oh, I love it. Okay, they brought me a bunch of wood. They also brought me grizzly bears and alpacas. Okay, oh, that's so expensive. Oh, we're not gonna be able to buy most of that. Okay, and a bunch of seeds. They did what I asked them to do. Holy cow. Wow, this is just straight up what I asked for. Okay, I'm gonna say this is gonna be like high priority for a minute. I'm gonna say, so we have our miners, they have just been mining. I'm gonna say they can do anything now. Still have a bunch of pots just sitting here. I would love for those things to end up in a stockpile. Not that we have, like, bins. Can you, like, do the things? I didn't ever really look at our instruments as this culture, did I? Make instrument. We can assemble instruments. I don't know if we have any single piece instruments. Yeah, looks like we don't have any single piece instruments. Be leaving soon. Okay, let's move what we got. So we're gonna like move all our amulets individually. This is not the way to do this, but our bins are empty, so you know. Crowns. Okay. How much of that will show up? I don't know how much time I actually have. Come on. Come on. If I just select... Well, I don't want to trade some of these things. I don't want that. That's 500. Maybe I should trade as things show up. Because you can trade more than once. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the bins. That's what I should do. I should be keeping my bins. So we don't have trees growing here. You have, wow, I can just get all of your wood. Give me all your wood. The animals are gonna be a bit more tricky. I really want that breeding pair of grizzly bears. Hide root. Is that the dye one? I can never remember. I guess these are all gonna be above ground things, right? I don't have my... Oh, bladeweed, hell yeah. I don't have my above ground farming going yet. Strawberries, peas, longland grass. Oh, but that's more expensive. Tomatillo. Wow, they brought so many seeds. Can I... How much more can I ask for? Not much. Okay. So I'm gonna trade for this, so that at least we get the wood. Okay. Now continue bringing stuff. Honestly, if I could get just one of those, oh, thanks for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Because I have a llama. If I could get a male llama, I would be very happy. Oh, nope. That was it. Dang, well, I guess I'm glad I did that one trade. Okay, hopefully they bring them again. I don't think I didn't ask for grizzly bears this time. Oh well. This is starting to grow in. This is just gonna be nonsense forever. Right? Do I go up another layer? It's just gonna keep going. It's just gonna keep going up. I want this to all grow in. I was expecting more mud, considering how much water was in here. Maybe this is how we can like reflood in here. I guess I want the rest of this mined out. I have more floodgates I can pop in here. So let's do like the not magma safe ones. Let's go back down here. So this all happened, right? You're linked. I'm gonna pull this. You got made, but you're not linked yet. So I'm going to link magma safely to you. Magma safely to you. And then now I'm gonna build magma safe fortifications like this. Like that. No migrants. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. A marriage! Oh my goodness. The caravan, the doctor, and the miner. Korek and Iska just got married. Korek. Simulating an ear cap. Okay. You're simulating instruments in here. Okay, so Korek is our male doctor. And then who was the other one? Iska? Iska is a female miner. They sometimes have gay marriages too. You have a spouse and a lover. Oh, but Curl's the dead one. So had a lover. Right? Yeah, there's the lover. But maybe they'll have babies. Maybe they can make some babies. That would be very nice. We've only had that happen in Fortress mode a couple times. No babies yet, but give good thoughts. We still have, I'm still out of ropes, aren't I? Yep. Can I make a rope? Because we keep having these yaks. Just put them up here. There's not that much growth in here yet. Um... I want this to grow in faster. It's not a ton I can do. We are gonna want, I guess we want space for textiles and junk. Could go down here. That's where our nobles are gonna go. If we ever get them. I mostly just want to avoid the aquifer over here. We're stupid. Okay. Well, we're gonna have wood. So yeah, I have make wooden bin here. It says we have empty bins. I don't know that I believe it. I mean, I guess there are some in here. Have to play around with the make own command idea of hack some time and see how it works on map native animal people. I'm kind of curious. Next time we get some... I mean, we have an eagle man who's bored. Literally up here bored. Hilarious. It's tempting. It's tempting. You have to make sure he's not flying. He apparently won't be able to get down. Oh, that's hilarious. He's empty bucket. Oh, yep. Wooden bucket. I'm just gonna make 5 wooden buckets. What if our miners are all socializing? We'll get up here eventually. Right? There shouldn't be anything keeping them from getting here. I'm gonna say clothing goes down here. If it were possible, polar bear men run the spa while the kobolds work below. That's a great thought. Let's do something like this. Just a big old wiggle. And we'll do... This will be a stockpile area. And this is gonna be a workshop area. Right? Why not? Wiggle, 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 yeah. They are slowly working on things. This all got done. So I'm going to pull this lever. I'm also not seeing things actually ending up down here, but you know. These both got linked. I'm gonna pull this one. Despite what you say, the organic curves remind me of hearts and lungs. I get it. I get what you mean. I'm not sure I see it the same way you do, but I get it. Oh, there's a rock there. Always forget about the rocks. I'm gonna need a dump. I'm just gonna make a little dump. No, I need a zone for dumping right there. And then this rock gets dumped. Stray yak calf, starved to death. F's for the yak. We'll get the pasture going at some point. We're also gonna need magma safe tubes and screws. I guess we could do those out of iron as well. Like they live in the buried remains of dragon ancestors. That's okay. I like that. That's a pretty cool thought. It's a very Elden Ring thought. I'm imagining like just a bunch of kobolds living inside of Grail. So that lever will get linked to here. The other thing we're going to have to do is make a bunch of magma-safe track stops for them to station the minecarts on. Right? Or do you build track stops, or are those just carved? I think you build them. Where do those come from? Track stop. So I'm gonna select, these are just for stopping, right? Set the friction so they don't dump, max friction, right? So if I say this, can I just make them out of those kaolinite blocks? Yeah. So we're actually just gonna go like this. This is hilarious. This is what I'm doing. Infrastructure. Would love for someone to come and actually do this. It's interesting that they just kind of like change their mind every once in a while. You need water. Hauling magnetite, getting thirsty on the way. Tiny dino men inside dinosaur fossils. Oh dear. Like a Trojan horse, but with fossils. Kobolds finally learn how to breathe fire. They can do it once. So you were hauling magnetite down. Definitely have to make a bunch of wheelbarrows. Okay, that got open. So we're gonna do fortification out of kaolinite blocks. That goes like that. Same thing's gonna happen here. You're gonna have to dump that rock. Honestly, we should probably get everything out of here. Because there's gonna be a bunch of flow and junk. I don't want rocks just showing up in our junk. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I want to dump all this. I guess I don't care about, like, this isn't for magma. Or undump. There we go. This is fine, this is fine, this is fine. But I want stuff out of here. Eventually. Victoria 3 got another mod. Interesting. Steampunk Fantasy World Grand Strategy. Interesting. It's still in early access, but I was playing it while it was in, like a closed beta kind of a situation. But Endless Legends 2 is out in early access. It's not steampunk, but it is fantasy. This is all looking the same. Hey, look, a dwarven caravan. Okay. Still cool. I love Endless Legends. I think that's a great game. This is okay. So now I don't know why they aren't mining this. Our miners are just socializing. No wonder they got married. Look at our food go. Wow, okay. That's nice. Dwarves are already here. Of course, our stuff is still not going to be in bins. Yep. Bring me the amulets and the bracelets and the crowns. Why are miners? Our miners aren't. How did that happen? Was that me? Was that me doing something silly? I might have done something silly there. Kobold workers are entitled to discretionary breaks anytime they want. If you say so. Something tells me if the dragons were still around, they wouldn't be quite so lenient. Oh, now they're just gonna complain about the damp. I know it's damp. I know it's damp. Time to form a union. A haulers guild. Very kobold is a dragon at heart, and a workforce of kobolds is a dragon spirit manifest. This is what they put. This is like the poster on the wall in the break room. Awaiting one item. Who has my one item? You? Thank you. Okay. So so I want to keep my bins, right? I'm going to keep the bins. We have 1,600 worth of trading capital. You have ropes. Some expensive ropes, but you have ropes. And a llama. A male llama. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then I'm also going to take your barrels. I'm also going to take your barrels. The gear I don't care about. You do have some sweet pod seeds. Plump helmet spawn is fine. Sandbags is fine. We could probably stand to ask for some more bags, honestly. Don't think we can afford the cloth. Of course, you have a bunch of large gems. I think that's all fine. A display case? Why? 180, 180, 180. It's all kind of expensive. I'm just gonna ask for some bags. What are your cheapest bags? Oh, that's it. Okay. We're gonna trade. Perfect. Perfect. That was a good one. So now I have more ropes in case if we get another baby yak. I can tie it up in the dining hall. I think what's gonna happen here, we're gonna mine the rest of this out, hopefully, someday. Right? They're digging, they're just somewhere else. I think I'm gonna reflood this again. And of course we are. Still leaking. To make these posters and post them in the Anbanar subreddit? I don't know that one. Gnomish industrial colonial nation that has kobolds as second-class citizens workforce, so maybe it'll catch on. Interesting. That's funny. I told you it's damp. I told you that I know it's damp. I must have just toggled it back off or something. And then I want to link those to a lever. I'll plop it here. Dragon Spirit poster would have a massive kobolds mining and they form the shape of a dragon. That'd be cool. I like it. I like it. You should do it. Smooth here. I think the rest of that is fine. And then link, not magma safe, to here and to here. Still no migrants. I think did we just get another yak calf? They are very reliable about making little yak calves. I need 2 more ropes, right? I need 1 for the yak calf. I need 1 for our new llama. Look at our mood. We are tiny, but we are quite cheerful about it. Element on the map, we have our eagle man. He's still up in the air. I haven't seen him move. He's just been there this whole time. He's annoyed being in the snow. That is a grumpy eagle man. Okay, so here we're going to put on the llama. Yeah, we have a breeding pair of llamas now. Perfect. And this gets the yak calf. I think I want to do it. We'll do it like after we save. Maybe remind me next time. We'll do it next time. I want to do it like after a save in case it becomes a thing. Hey, look, they're singing. They're singing. This is slowly filling up. This is not happening still. Love the dumping. I love the dumping to happen. These will all happen eventually. That got made, this got made, so I'm gonna link this in a magma safe manner to that. And we're well on our way here. I'm literally just waiting for this to get moved. So I'm gonna stop giving them jobs. Most of them are sleeping. Most of them are sleeping. Even these haven't gotten made yet. Okay. Yep. Well, plenty more to do. I love a pasture here. I think what's gonna happen... It's already so deep. Let's do like a dig an upward ramp kind of a situation. Right? If I do... So do I want to be able to close it off again? But we could just do like a floor. Or no, not that. Up from here. Up from here. Let's go up from here. All right, we'll just do like these little corners. There we go. Water! So now we'll let this flood a bit. You all stay out of here. Or did I actually link these? I did, right? Okay, good. So no one come in here. We'll just let that flood in. Let it sit for a little while. And hopefully that makes some mud. Okay, I think this is a good stopping point. Because I am hungry. Our population has stayed the same, but they got happier. We made some stuff. We'll have magma going pretty quickly here. Productive? I think it was productive. Kind of a lot of things waiting on a lot of other things, I think. So if we can get that little bit of magma smelting going, can start making like our mine carts, can start making some bins, can at least get some stuff going, and then we can start moving magma in more volume. That's the idea. Happy kobolds or anything more treasured? No. That is what I treasure the most. My treasure room is filled with happy kobolds. Yeah. Thank you all for joining me. I know that a lot of you have stuck around since that raid, so that's cool. So hi, welcome. I'm doing Dwarf Fortress on Mondays and Thursdays, same time. Just little 3-hour streams. Join us on Saturdays for anything else. Right now we're playing the old Discworld game from 1995, point and click Discworld. It's ridiculous. I definitely need a walkthrough. Holy cow. But we're in like Act 3 of 4. So we're getting through it. It's been great. It's got a lot of really good voice acting in it. The main character is voiced by Eric Idle. Just, and a lot of it. Close to getting to the end. I don't think we're close. I think we have quite a bit left. Actually. I haven't looked at it. I haven't been reading walkthroughs, just the hints as we go, but I think we have quite a bit left in Discworld. So come by on Saturday for that. Come by Monday and Thursday next week for more Dwarf Fortress. And we're just going to keep going. Today's episode is brought to you by a beach. Got some polar bears on it for some reason. And by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out live, following, hanging out in the VODs, subscribing on YouTube, hanging out in Discord, all those good things. That is the beach I am lounging on these days. those are the polar bears that I'm hanging out with right now. So I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Hope to see you around, and I hope you stay kind.